If you've ever encountered the concept of mind renewal and dismissed it as just another distant religious idea, prepare to uncover something that could utterly reshape your life. The truth is, an ancient spiritual science, subtly embedded within the pages of the Bible, has been largely overlooked, yet it directly connects with what we now understand as the law of attraction and manifestation. Take a moment to imagine possessing an internal technology far more advanced than any artificial intelligence, more powerful than any supercomputer, capable of literally rewriting your personal reality. This isn't science fiction. It's a tangible force, diligently employed for millennia by those who have unearthed the profound secrets of mental transformation rooted in biblical wisdom. Right now, as these words reach your ears, your mind isn't just processing incoming information, it's actively sculpting the very reality you're about to experience in the coming hours, days, and years. What if I told you there's a precise methodology, illuminated by sacred texts, to program this mind to bring forth exactly what you desire? If this message resonates deeply with something within you, please give a like and subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to learn transcends any conventional teaching on personal transformation. And if you sense you've been guided here for a greater purpose, access the link in the first pinned comment. There awaits a resource designed to accelerate this entire process in ways you never thought possible. Most people live in a state ancient wisdom referred to as the carnal mind, a condition where one automatically reacts to external stimuli, where circumstances dictate emotions, and where one feels like a victim of forces beyond their control. You recognize this feeling, don't you? That persistent sense of chasing after things, of feeling that no matter how much effort you put in, something always obstructs you from achieving what you truly long for. Yet, there exists another state of consciousness, termed the spiritual mind, or mind of Christ in the scriptures, where you don't merely respond to reality, but you actively create it. This isn't some abstract mystical notion. It's a precise spiritual technology that, when truly grasped and correctly applied, yields measurable and concrete outcomes in your physical life. The initial step in this profound renewal begins with something few genuinely comprehend: the transformative power of the spoken word combined with active faith. When you truly understand that every word emanating from your mouth is a literal creative force, you begin to grasp why your life has unfolded exactly as it has. The scriptures reveal that death and life are in the power of the tongue, but this goes far beyond a poetic metaphor. There's a distinct vibrational frequency released when you speak words aligned with spiritual truth about your identity and potential. This frequency doesn't just impact your nervous system and brain chemistry. It transmits waves of information into the surrounding quantum field, reordering probabilities and attracting circumstances that harmonize with your declarations. But here lies the crucial insight often missed. It's not merely about mechanically speaking positive affirmations. There must be an authentic emotional resonance, a profound conviction born from understanding your true self in the eyes of the Creator. When you fully grasp your genuine spiritual identity, your words become decrees that the universe obeys. The second step involves what ancient masters understood as renewal through meditation on scriptures, which we can now interpret through the lens of neuroplasticity and mental reprogramming. There's a specific technique of conscious immersion in biblical truths that literally rebuilds the neural networks of your brain. As you deeply meditate on passages revealing your inherent nature and potential, something extraordinary transpires at a cellular level. Your brain starts forming new synaptic connections that support thoughts of abundance, health, success, and fulfillment. It's akin to installing an entirely new operating system within your mind. However, this isn't just any form of meditation. It's a precise form of active contemplation where you don't just read the words, but you allow them to permeate the deepest layers of your consciousness, replacing limiting programs instilled over years by negative experiences, traumas, and societal conditioning. The third step unveils one of the most potent yet least understood aspects of mental renewal: transformation through prophetic gratitude. There's an immense distinction between ordinary gratitude and what the scriptures refer to as giving thanks in all circumstances. Prophetic gratitude is cultivating the ability to give thanks not only for what you've already received, but also for what is yet to come. It's a form of gratitude that transcends linear time and accesses a dimension where your desired future already exists in potential. When you genuinely express gratitude for something not yet physically manifested, you're sending a powerful signal to the universe that you already possess it on a subtler level. This practice completely rewires your belief system, as it's impossible to be genuinely grateful for something without believing it's possible. And when your belief aligns with your emotional expression of gratitude, you forge an irresistible magnetic field that attracts corresponding experiences. This is where science beautifully converges with spirituality. Studies indicate that elevated states of gratitude foster heart coherence, synchronize brain waves, and unleash a cascade of neurotransmitters that not only promote well-being, but also optimize your immune system, sharpen your intuition, and enhance your ability to make decisions aligned with your highest objectives. The fourth step guides us into even deeper territory, the art of transmutative forgiveness. Most individuals carry resentments, grievances, and emotional wounds that act as energetic anchors, preventing them from ascending to higher frequencies of manifestation. But forgiveness, when understood correctly, isn't merely emotional release. It's a technology for energetic transmutation. There's a crucial difference between forgiving to alleviate pain and forgiving to unleash creative power. Transmutative forgiveness occurs when you grasp that every person who hurt or betrayed you was unconsciously serving your spiritual growth, compelling you to develop inner strengths you wouldn't have otherwise cultivated. When you reach this level of understanding, something miraculous happens. The energy previously drained by resentment suddenly becomes available for creation. It's as if you've been driving with the parking brake on for years, and suddenly you release it, discovering the true potential for speed and agility that was always available. However, transmutative forgiveness extends beyond forgiving others. It encompasses forgiving yourself for choices you deem mistakes, for dreams abandoned, and for missed opportunities. When you comprehend that every apparent error was necessary to bring you exactly where you need to be at this moment, you unleash an incredible amount of creative energy previously wasted on self-judgment and regret. The fifth and final step is perhaps the most groundbreaking: the activation of personal prophetic vision. This goes far beyond merely visualizing goals or creating vision boards. It's about developing the capacity to see, with the eyes of faith, that which doesn't yet exist in the physical realm, but already thrives in potential within the spiritual domain. The scriptures speak of calling into existence things that do not exist and seeing the invisible. This isn't poetic mysticism, it's a specific spiritual technology that can be cultivated through precise practices. As you develop personal prophetic vision, you literally begin to perceive opportunities, connections, and possibilities that are invisible to those operating solely through the five physical senses. This ability blossoms when you learn to quiet the rational mind and access deeper levels of consciousness where intuition and inspiration flow naturally. It's in this state that you receive downloads of information regarding specific steps to take, people to meet, and places to be to manifest your highest aspirations. But here's the paramount aspect of it all. Mind renewal, according to the Bible, isn't merely about acquiring things. It's about becoming the person you were created to be. It's about aligning your human personality with your highest spiritual identity. When this alignment occurs, manifestation becomes not an effort, but a natural outflow of who you are. Imagine waking up each day knowing precisely who you are, what your purpose is, and having absolute clarity on the steps you need to take. Envision possessing unshakable confidence that you are guided and supported by higher forces, and that every challenge in your life is an opportunity in disguise to grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your destiny. Picture having the ability to transform any negative situation into an opportunity for growth, to see abundance where others perceive scarcity, and to maintain inner peace even when chaos surrounds you. This isn't fantasy. It's the natural outcome of a mind genuinely renewed according to the eternal principles revealed in the scriptures. The truth is, you don't need to wait for perfect circumstances to begin manifesting the life you desire. You don't need more money, more time, more knowledge, or more support. Everything you need is already within you, awaiting activation through the renewal of your mind. Every person who has dramatically transformed their life, every individual who has manifested impossible dreams, every soul who has overcome seemingly insurmountable limitations, discovered these very principles we've just explored. The sole distinction between them and those who remain stuck in lives of mediocrity is that they made the deliberate choice to renew their minds. And this decision must be made not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Because every moment you postpone this transformation is a moment where you continue to create more of the same. Your mind is perpetually active, always manifesting, always creating experiences based on the thought patterns currently dominating your consciousness. The question isn't whether you possess the power to transform your life. You do. The question is whether you will consciously wield that power or continue to be a victim of the automatic programs running in your mind without your consent. If you feel these words have resonated deeply within your being, if you recognize that you've arrived here because you're ready for genuine transformation, then do not let this moment pass. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, commit to applying at least one of the principles you've uncovered today. The renewal of your mind isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of conscious elevation that deepens and expands. With each passing day, you practice these principles. And the more you practice, the more you'll discover that what you once considered impossible were merely self-imposed limitations preventing you from accessing your true potential. Your life is waiting to be transformed. Your destiny is waiting to be manifested. Everything you've ever dreamed of is poised in the field of potential, ready to materialize the moment you align your mind with the correct frequencies. The transformation begins now.